there, folks, and welcome into today's video. So today's video is going to be dedicated toward the recession fears, okay? So I've definitely seen it out there on the internet. It's a very, very popular subject on CNBC and the financial media. Google Trends data is at like pretty much a year high recently around recession, right? And today, I just want to take you guys through exactly what I'm seeing in the real world. I try not to just lock myself into the garage and just work all day and listen to conference calls. I like to go out in the world. I like to experience the economy, as they say, go to the real world, right, and get off this internet thing, the metaverse, as let's call it, okay? And go out there, and I want to tell you what I actually see out there in the real world, because I think this is important coming from myself that, has a couple houses in a couple different markets and what I'm seeing out there, okay? And I always want to be transparent with you guys, and if I see something bad, I want to share it. If I see something good, I want to share it, okay? And so let's talk for a moment. So obviously, I'm back to Vegas. Welcome back to Vegas, okay? But I spent almost the last 2 months in Arizona, essentially, okay? And I can tell you, it didn't matter where I went in that dang city, it was packed, okay? And I mean everywhere. I'm talking about restaurants on the west side. I'm talking about restaurants on the east side. I'm talking about restaurants in Cave Creek. It didn't matter where I went. I pretty much had to eat like at off times. Like I would eat dinner at like if we did go out somewhere, I'd eat dinner at like 4:30 because like other than that, if you try to go out to a busy restaurant at 6:30, give me a break. You're gonna be waiting until 8:30 before you even get seated, and it's gonna be 9 o'clock before you even get to eat, right? Or you need to have like reservations like 2 weeks in advance if it's a place that takes reservations. So restaurant wise, insanely busy. One day actually a couple times I tried to go to Topgolf. One time I pulled in the parking lot. I was like, we ain't getting in there. That's not going to happen. So I just drove away. Another day I had my wife check to see if the Scottsdale one, it was a 4-hour wait. Then we checked the new one in Glendale. Well, newish. It's probably about, I don't know, maybe a couple years old now. She checked that location. That location was a 4-hour wait as well. Just to get a bay, a 4-hour wait and a 4-hour wait. So it's like, okay, yeah, we're not going to do that. I went to the mall at least a few times. So one in Scottsdale. Well, actually, there's a couple in Scottsdale. One's more of an outdoor mall. One's more of an indoor mall. I went to a mall in Glendale as well. And I could tell you, mall was ridiculously busy. It looked literally, I would think it was, December 21st or something like that, like basically right before Christmas. Based upon the way those malls were busy, based upon how busy those stores were, it was insane. We tried to get a couples massage, right? I called around a bunch of places. My wife called around a bunch of places. You better book that like a month in advance, because we try to book one like a week before, 2 weeks before. Dream on. There's no chance, okay? So the moral of the story is everywhere was busy out there. I don't care what it was, restaurants, malls, massage places, Topgolf, anywhere where you can spend the money, super busy, okay? So that whole city was just a zoo. That's just the best way I could describe it, okay? So that covers that. So based upon what I saw with my own 2 eyes in Arizona, yeah, if anything, I think there's an acceleration of the economy rather than a recession scenario. Let's put it that way, because it's ridiculous, okay? So I got back to Las Vegas here last night. First off, thing I noticed, gas stations are all $5 plus a gallon. Everywhere I see, it's like $5.10 to like $5.55, and that's just for regular unleaded. That's not even like a premium or anything like that. Almost everything is $5.10 to $5.50 for gas stations out here. Okay, at least in the parts of town I hang out at. So I decided today, I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead. Let's take a drive down the strip this afternoon, and let's just see, is it busy or not? And that was a horrible decision, because it's so stupid busy that it took me like 20 minutes just to get like a half a block. It's a zoo down there. It's ridiculous, okay? So, that's one of those things you think about, right? And it's like, well, gas prices have been going up so much. Maybe people are going to like not come to Vegas because, Vegas counts on not just airline traffic, but a lot of people drive into Vegas from either Arizona or specifically from Northern California and Southern California. A lot of people drive in, right? And so you think about, wait, gas stations in LA are like $6-something a gallon. People must postpone their Vegas trip, right? Give me a break, man. They don't flipping care. It's so busy out there. Like I said, it was disgusting. It was disgusting. That's all I have to say about like stupid busy. And so as far as what I see on the strip activity, I'm like, it's ridiculous. I went and did a drive-by of the Planet parking lot, even though it wasn't even close to peak hours. I can tell you the Planet was very busy. So yeah, if you're at all worried about is the Planet doing numbers or something like that, based upon what I saw, it was highly busy. No pun intended. Highly busy, and it smelled highly busy in the parking lot. Okay, and nonetheless, and they get the busiest when it's actually the sun goes down. So, busy, busy, busy. That's all I'm seeing out there. Construction looks great. It looked great out in Arizona as well, as far as residential construction and commercial construction. Both looks great. Okay, so based upon what I'm seeing out here, based upon what I saw in Arizona for the last 2 months, yeah, there's not even like a 1% of me that's like, oh wow, man, it's slowing down a little bit, or look at not even 1% of me sees that at all. And I try to keep track of all this all the time and just try to see, like, is it busier than usual, less busy than usual? That's what I'm seeing. Okay, another thing I'm seeing is, my gosh, more Teslas on the road than ever before. I can tell you that much, which should be expected. But, it was interesting kind of having to go to a lot of superchargers. And there's superchargers now that used to not be very busy, that now you're having to start to wait just to get a supercharge stall. So, and I've also noticed Tesla's putting in more superchargers. We're going to some of these locations, and there's more superchargers than there used to be. So basically, moral of the story is Tesla's doing great numbers. I think we should all expect that. And, it's kind of what we've seen in the numbers and kind of what our expectations are for at least this year and next year. But yeah, man, supercharger stations are just getting busier and busier and busier. And that's a great sign. That's a great sign if you're a Tesla shareholder. Like I said, ones that I used to go to, and it was like, you didn't even have to, it used to be some of these supercharger stations, you didn't even have to question if you'd have to wait. It was like, dude, it's not even a question. We're going to pull up right there and we're going to charge immediately. And now all of a sudden it's like, there's one spot left, or now I got to wait. So that's pretty interesting from what I'm seeing out there. Apple stores. Oh my gosh. Okay. All the Apple stores I went by, and like I said, malls are super busy. Like I said, I literally think it's like December 21st or something like that, or the weekend before Christmas. But all the Apple stores I go to, busy. And so Apple's one of those that I've thought about, and I'm like, this has been one of the few stocks that held up pretty darn well, despite all the other stocks basically getting killed in the market. And I'm just like, how could you bet against this company? Like, I'm just seeing the store volumes in there, and I'm like, man, those places are packed, man. And then the one thing I want to order from Apple is waiting 8 to 10 weeks on this. I'm like, really? The one Apple product I want is 8 to 10 weeks shipping time? Come on, man. So yeah, Apple, I'm not too worried about that there. Let's put it that way. And so a video like this, why it's important is because, like I said, when you're in the metaverse, the internet world, it is, there's been so much fear about recession recently. There's been so much talk about it. And that's why Google Trends has gone beast mode, right? And that's why the biggest finance creators in the world, what are they doing? They've been doing a lot of videos with recession in the title. Have you noticed that? It's because it's popping right now. And so it's like, you put recession in the title, your video is going to do better. And this is one of those scenarios where I'm like, I'm not seeing it. 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, that could be a totally different scenario. But I can tell you right now, I ain't saying it. Just across the board out there, guys. And so that's all. I just want to do a little quick video to tell you the truth about what I see out there, because I think that's important. And if I see anything different, I'll share that as well. But that's honestly what I'm seeing right now. So anyways, guys, much love as always. Hope you enjoy me just kind of sharing my perspective on what I see out there in the real world, trying to keep you guys up to date on what I see. And that's about it. Much love and have a great day.